Hello and welcome. My name is Matthias. I'm joined by the Lord of the Cards for
Round 7, last round of the Swiss round. Then next step is top 8. For this round, we have table 3 and table 4, which needs to play. Table 1 has 6-0, so they could easily draw.
They took their ID, and table 2, both on 15 points ID'd as well. We'll see if their breakers will hold and if we'll see both of them in the top 8. But for now, we'll see Martin Paulik against Johannes Fussi.
I will say goodbye. We see us in the top 8 again for the coverage of this round. Christopher Postel will come and do my job. So I go back to the table so that Christopher can join you. Have fun with this round, and we see you in the top 8.
So, Christo is taking place next to me. Players are shuffling. I don't know who won die roll. It seems like Martin is taking a mulligan here.
First of all, greetings to all our Twitch viewers. My name is Für Verbesserungsvorschläge. I'm 1 minion of the Lord of the Cards, responsible for our YouTube channel. And it's my pleasure, after my miserable magic playing, to comment the last round of the Swiss.
I can only see Handi, aber kein Fussi. Good one. So, it seems like Martin is taking a mulligan here.
Yeah, Martin is on Jant.
We have no deck list from Johannes yet, so...
Yeah. But we know Martin is a local player at Spielraum Wien, and he's playing Jant the last 2 or 3 years, I think.
Yeah, it's one of his pet decks. And this looks like a keepable hand, putting 1 card in the bottom. And
so it looks like
hardened scales. That's a pretty clear sign if he's playing the signature card turn 1. There's discard spell, Inquisition from Martin. You can see Darkseer Citadel, Arcbound Revenger, which is hitting the bin. Ancient Steering, another land, and Arcbound Worker, I think. Yeah. Both these players are on 15 points, so 5-1. We have quite a few players on 15 points, so only table 1, both players 19 points, and table 2, the players with 15 points, and I think the best tiebreakers chose to draw. This basically is a win and in. The player who wins here will go up to 18 points.
We see an ancient steerings from Johannes. Unfortunately, he holds his card tight to his body, so we cannot see what cards he shuffles down. But he gets another Arcbound Ravager.
Let's see if Martin has another answer for that.
Go Moxopile, Darksteel Citadel, Arcbound Worker. Lines up nicely for Johannes in the first 2 turns.
Yeah, Mox Opal already, and no turn 2 play for Martin. Let's see, Arcbound this deck is so complicated. It's like you have to count all the time. Arcbound Revenger, 2 counters, sacrifice this, put additional counters there. Then with Modeler from Arcbound Worker, it's just so crazy.
So he attacks.
And another Hardened Scales. Wow.
Okay.
So
that's getting out of hand quickly.
Thomas is handing us the deck lists. Here's Hardened Scales from Johannes Fussi. And
Martin is fetching for an overgrown tomb.
Yeah, but he's already in trouble here.
Yeah. The thing is, we can take a look at the deck list, how many mass removal there are. Actually, I think Kolagan's command would be nice to draw in this matchup.
Yeah, but he's playing Collector Roop in the sideboard. Just a one-off, but that's a good card in this matchup.
So
yeah, he's sacking the Worker, placing... it's 4 counters. Yeah, so he goes up to 7.
That's pretty disgusting at this point.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Wow, animation module.
Second to Arcbound Ravager. Another time with 10-10. 10-10. Martin is on 17.
Yeah, he makes a token, sacrifices the token. Yeah, I
So
think this
it's
is lethal
over.
already. Yeah,
It's over.
this is lethal already.
Our chat says, finally good magic. But I cannot,
That was
I cannot agree with that
That
yet.
was quite the game one. Martin had a discard spell, he had one Liliana, and then it was over. Crazy. Crazy game.
Yeah.
Johannes winning with a double hardened scale and animation module. Wow.
What's good? The collector oath is good from the side, but maybe the surgical. If he
I don't know
gets-
what it surgical is only good if you like snap their Arkbound Revenger, then remove it. We'll see. Collector Oop of definitely. Ancient Grudge,
Grudge.
of course. Yeah. What about Johannes' sideboard?
Got triple dismember, one pithing needle, one top up, one graph digger's cage, and two
Evolutionary Leap.
Evolutionary leap was actually pretty dominant in standard when it was legal.
Yeah, it's a nice sideboard tech here, I think. So, Martin boarding out Liliana of the Veil, it seems, and Seasoned Pyromancer. He's also bringing Anger of the Gods.
Anger to God's not
Yeah.
the worst decision. In the first two turns, after the Arkmon Ravager
It's-
went
yeah.
rampage, it's completely useless. But to optimize your chances,
People are like, 15-minute match over, what's the backup match? Yeah, we will have Thomas prepared if this match is indeed over in like 5 minutes, so... Yeah, that was an amazingly fast start from Johannes. Double hardened scales and animation module. Even against Liliana and the discard spell. Game 1 was over
the
already.
animation module is not in each and every list.
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting option. It's whenever one of our +1/+1 counters are placed on a permanent control, you can spend a mana to create a 1/1 color server token, which of course works very nice if you have like hardened scales and Arkbound Revenger, where you can sacrifice the tokens to get more counters, then get more tokens, and then finish off your opponent even though he's on 17 life. Control decks are so boring. Yeah, well, I'd rather watch people play some Magic than Shuffle all the time, so... Even if Control is boring, shuffling cards is even more boring.
Yeah.
At least if you have to watch it, so...
Yeah, even if you have to shuffle, I played an Ranger Views deck with like 4 fetches and 8 rangers, and I was searching and shuffling the whole time. So it was really unpleasant for me to. So shuffling is bad to watch and to do the whole time. So Martin starts. And
Pretty interesting matchup. Yeah, actually, Martin does have quite some interaction, so it can be an interesting matchup, but not if you get rolled over like this.
yeah, 4 Lightning Bolt, 2 Fatal Push, 4 Inquisition, 2 Swords, 2 Assassin's Trophy, double call against command, 1 Maelstrom Pulse in the main deck, and from the sideboard, Enchant Grudge and the Anger of the Gods that we've seen.
Yeah,
So
and
a
one
lot of-
collector
yeah.
oop.
collective. So we have another special for you on the Twitch channel. The first to get the code
We have-
is the first to have the code.
Yeah, we have 1 Sovereign deck to give away. We have 2 more decks. Might be giving them away before the top 8 or during the top 8. We'll
So we
see.
get an Inquisition from Martin and double forest. What is this? Welding jar? Is it welding jar?
It's 2 Welding Jars, Evolutionary Leap, Arkbound Worker, and Scrapyard Recombiner, which I will check out in a second. I was like looking at the stat list. I know all these cards. What does Scrapyard Recombiner do?
So we've seen Arkbound Worker and Welding Jar. Not the best start for Johannes. We've seen the hand. It's okay, but it's not like the
It's not like last
it's
game.
not like the hand on ecstasy in the first match.
Ah, okay. Scrapyard Recombiner is the dude from Modern Horizons that lets you search out for a construct card. Also enters with counters and is modular. So Tarmogoyf, Martin now with a bit of a clock. He's a 3/4 because there's an enchantment in Johannes' deck, graveyard, of course, in his deck as well.
The thing is that Tarmogoyf in this matchup is actually good because he grows so fast because of the artifacts and the removal you play, and your opponent has the artifacts, you have the planeswalkers, and we have an evolutionary leap in grave. So it's actually it is good to block the creatures and actually for a real clock itself.
So we'll see what Johannes does here. Plays another Welling Jar and a Walking Ballista on 1. I mean, it doesn't have any hardened scales, so it all looks very fair.
So we see
Oh, and there's Collector Soup.
the
That's
one-off.
huge, the one-off. I mean, you don't need more because it's just a 2-mana 2/2. You just draw the 1, yeah. Then it's good. So all of a sudden, Johannes's cards are reduced to 1/1s that don't do anything, and Martin opting to use Lightning Bolt on the Walking Ballista. It's up to 6.
Nice Tarmogoyf here.
So, alright, yeah, does it before damage. Wow. So, quite the start from Martin.
Our chat asks to pronounce the German name of Collector Oof.
I don't even know what it's called in German.
Bubo.
Bubo? Is it Bubo?
Bubo. Yeah, the chat says Bubo. I think
Bubo.
that's correct.
Okay. Bubo.
Sammelnder Bubo. Ist Sammelnder Bubo?
Sammelnder
Yes,
Bubo.
of course. Thanks for that. Sammelnder Bubo sounds even more ridiculous.
There's another Tarmogoyf, and last card in hand is the land. So 2/6/6 for Martin, while Johannes has a 1/1 and a 2/2 without abilities. I mean, without abilities that he can activate. He can block with them, but the welding jars are actually just cards.
There's a 1/1, eh?
There's another 1/1, yeah. I mean, they all have modular, so yeah. But even then, I mean, he has to block now.
Yeah, it's double Tarmogoyf and Sammelnder Bubo. So
Yeah, 2-mana null effects. You have Karn as well in format. Martin goes for the shock land end of turn. Let's see. Draws the cards. Does it matter? I don't know. Yep. It's another 2-drop. It's another Tarmogoyf.
it's
Wow, Ren
Ren
6. Never mind. Shoot down Outbound Revenger. Yeah, kill that one.
the interesting thing is Martin's list only plays 2 Ren 6
Mm-hmm.
and
The
4 Liliana of the Veil. And most of the Giant lists nowadays play at least 3 Ren 6. So, but Ren 6 at this point,
Yeah, at this point it was just like flame jab. Deal 1 damage.
it
Here you
leaves
go.
the planeswalker behind.
Is he attacking with the oop?
With the Bubo.
With the Bubo, I don't think he should be. Yeah, just attack with
Double
the 6
Tarmogoyf.
7s.
Block.
Block 1. No, you can't do that. Yep.
Sammelnder Bubo doesn't allow it.
And 2 more counters.
Yeah, I think this game is over as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't quite as fast, but it was like,
It was one-sided as the first
here's
game.
this 2-mana 2/2, and your deck is not there. Bubo says no. Actually, 9. Bubo says 9. No more activated abilities for you. So,
Third game.
third game. Let's take a look at the deck lists from our backup game.
Yeah, I think that's okay. The first one is Christoph Kranerbetter. He's playing
He's playing Mardu Death
Mardu
Shadow. We
Death
already
Shadow.
had him on camera earlier today.
the other
And
one
the other guy is Martin
Martin
Kraus, also on Chant, but with 4 Ren and 6,
Yeah, of
4
course.
Linear the Whale.
and 2 Sammelnder Bubo in the sideboard.
So more Summon the Boobos here. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mardu Death Shadow actually got really good over the last 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just an upcoming deck. And nowadays everybody's playing Stoneforge, and you have the best card against Stoneforge, which is Collar Guns command.
Yeah. And just bigger threats. Death Shadow, don't care about your 4/4s. So, back to shuffling. My favorite part about the tournament.
Yeah, I'm going back a little bit in the chat because I was asked if I'm still playing Orzhov mid-range, and I want to answer that no. It's actually a different deck. It's a Ranger Blade deck, and I would not recommend it at this point in the tournament.
we saw you on camera round 1.
Yeah, that was actually pretty rough.
Yeah, you took a beating from 8 rec or 9 rec because he actually has 9 rec effects now.
Actually, I lost
but
against the Crocodile. I always lose against the Crocodile.
Speaking about Crocodile, Patrick left his sweets here, so I'm gonna steal some of that. Hand it over. Thanks.
So everybody can hear you mumping like a boobo.
Why is he shuffling like that? I hate it. What, pile shuffling? Or
Eating sweet like a boobo. Yeah, of course. I hear it even more than you. It's eating Bubo. Oder auf Deutsch, fressender Bubo.
so, Lightning Bolt Liliana of the Veil in hand for Martin. I can see a green card. I don't know if it's the Bubo again.
Actually, if I use
And
it called
Hardened.
Bubo Bomber, which is pretty nice.
So,
Hardened Scales against Verdant Catacomb.
Martin keeping up the Lightning Bolt. I'm too dumb to write.
Waiting for Johannes' play. What's coming?
What is Johannes doing? Figuring out. Martin with Liliana again, which actually is a quite decent card in this matchup because
If she can stick for 1-2 turns.
yeah, you usually want to point your cheap removal at the threats, and even if they have like Arcbound Ravager, they will grow it really big, and then you go like Liliana.
It's an animation module
Wow.
and the second Hardened Scales
Wow.
with a possible Inkmoth Nexus.
Okay, this is already threatening Martin big time. So I don't think I want to be the one tapping out here.
So fetching for a Blood Crypt.
I mean, there are not a lot of artifacts on Johannes' side yet, so
How many cards he has in hand? 2, I think. Is it 2 or 3?
I think it's 3, right?
Yeah.
There's a Tamagotchi. So Martin's
Goyf.
getting on the battlefield with a creature. He knows that he has to present the clock. And there's Hangerback Walker. Already a 3/3. Uses Llanowar Reborn to move the counter. 6/6 Hangerback Walker already. Wow.
Okay, that's what the Hardened Scales deck just does.
Yeah, this is
We see it nurturing
insane.
peatland. And
I don't. I mean, Martin has to get onto the battlefield, but wow.
yeah, the thing is, if you drop your Liliana, let him sack, you have 6/6 flyers against you.
Okay, I think Martin has Anger of Gods in hand. So he basically has to not die this turn. And I don't think tapping out is the way to go.
That's a really tough decision here.
I mean, imagine if it taps out and your opponent untaps and plays Arcbound Ravager. You're dead.
Of course. So Fatal Push.
Fatal Push now.
Get
That's interesting.
6/1/1, guys.
Yeah, it's just the best strategy. Pro player advice. Try not to die this turn or the next one. Or any future turns you're playing. Just don't die. So Johannes is untapping. Would love to have an Arcbog Ravager here.
The thing is, Martin didn't untap, so he holds potential removal.
Yeah, he didn't tap out, you mean?
Yeah, of course.
The other way around.
That's the first time Martin has to really think about his game plan, because in the first match there was no game plan,
Yeah.
and in the second it was like, okay,
Collect the
you're
zoop.
dead. And now we have actually decisions.
Attack for 6. I mean, just this play was enough, right? He doesn't need anything else at this point.
There's a welding jar.
And there are 4 1/1 counters. Passes
The
the
board
turn.
looks actually pretty threatening. He takes a look. But you've said he has...
I think it's Anger of the Gods in hand.
If it's an anger, there is another turn to leave.
Yeah, maybe you wanted to attack with Goif and then change to this. Although, I mean, I think I would have attacked with Goif at this point. Yeah, let's read that card again. Okay, Arcbound Ravager is actually a beast, so it can't be searched. Anger of the God, what year is this? Comes into play tapped. Are we attacking? Are we not attacking? Pre-combat Anger of the Gods. Guess we're not attacking then. Right? No attack here. Yep.
You can
Those are gone. I mean, he can attack with the Goif, but then
course.
the Scrapyard Recombiner would just eat his Goif. Because he has Welding Jar to regenerate. Passes the turn. So
Martin
this
has
he has Bolt,
Bolt.
Liliana, and I think Bloodbite Elf.
each decent card on their own.
Yeah, but he's facing 2 hardened scales and an animation module. And
There's
this could be a
Ancient Steerings,
big ancient stirrings.
and we're searching for an Arcbound Ravager.
Thank you, Scryfall. Arcbound Ravager would be huge here. Because with Welling Chart in play, I don't think Martin can come back if he has an Arcbound Ravager. I mean, it already comes down as a 3/3. Oh, and there it is. This is huge.
Playing an Arcbound Ravager.
The question is if it taps out now, then Martin
No.
could... what is he doing? Is he... I don't know. Is he... okay, he's sacking it for... ah, for Hangerback Walker. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, Ancient Stirrings is a legit card. That's true. Hey, remember when I had this 2-mana 6/6? Well, that produces 6 flying top-up tokens when it dies. Here it is. And I have Arcbound Ravager in hand and Inkmoth Nexus with Welding Jar. I think this game is over.
So what's that would be my next question. What is the out for Martin? Is there any outs?
I don't even think Collector's Oop would do it here. Well, maybe. I mean, I think he has to go... oh, that's not the way to do it. Oh, does he have only
Let
one
him
card in hand? If Johannes has only
discard.
one card in hand,
Yeah,
then it works. Okay,
Yeah, discard.
never mind. That's a good
Arcbound
sequence.
Ravager.
That's a good line. Why is it 6/6? He paid 1 mana for it to be 1/1. Because of Hardened Scales, it enters as 3/3 because it gets 2 additional counters. And because he has Llanowar Reborn and he moves 1 counter over to a creature that enters the battlefield, he moves 3 counters over thanks to Hardened Scales, and it's a 6/6. That's why for 2 mana you get a 6/6 that then dies and makes 6 top the tokens. So we're back to square one. Well, kind of. Martin is down to 9 life, with Johannes having a 4/4, a 6/6, Enigma Nexus, a way to regenerate his creatures, and 2 Hardened Scales. Yeah, this is... Okay, they're counting. Tarmogoyf is 5/6. With creature, instant sorcery, land, and artifact in the graveyard.
So attacking with the Hangerback Walker. There's the Fatal Push.
Questions if he regenerates here. I mean, if he thinks this is going the long game, then I wouldn't...
Martin is at 9 points. I would take the 6 flyers.
Yeah. And he's sacrificing the Hangerback Walker to search for another Hangerback Walker, I think. I mean, that one is only max 8/8, 4/4, sorry. Not 8/8, 4/4. But yeah, still big enough to threaten Martin. But he gets 6 top the tokens. Yeah. I mean, this deck is just silly with Hardened Scales, and it's just crazy with double Hardened Scales.
How many Anger of the Gods
I think it's
Martin is playing?
I think it's just 1. Yeah, he has 1 Anger of the Gods. He has Plague Engineer. I don't know if he brought that one in.
But there's another Hangerback Walker with 4. And now you're taking 6 damage.
He has an Ancient Crutch, but that's not gonna be good enough. Yeah. I mean, he can try to stay alive, but he's not winning this game in any way.
It's just going...
It's way too late for Collector Oop or something like that. He's just gonna get beaten down by the Flying Topters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he can. Can he attack? I don't think he can.
No, he cannot attack.
I mean, his Liliana is basically dead because Johannes is empty-handed. If he uses the minus, then Johannes gets 4 1/1 Flying Top the tokens, which means he's dead already.
There is an Enchant Grudge.
Okay, interesting. Johannes still with Welding Char in play. This is a very interesting position because Johannes can now just put the counters on the Hangerback Walker, which means he gets 6 counters and has a 10/10 Hangerback Walker. Okay, decides to regenerate it. Martin goes for Ancient Grudge again. Here we go. Where are we putting the counters?
I think it doesn't matter at this point.
At this point, it's like...
It's like...
Yeah, he's so far ahead. I mean... he doesn't know that Martin is only on 1 Anger of the Gods. So
we have...
Okay, there we go. So Lightning Bolt foils that plan. Yeah, you can't minus now, because then you're dead.
So...
In come the top tokens.
Yeah, I think 6 to the face is the right way this time. Just put as much pressure on your opponent as possible. Go to 2. And then...
Face is the place. And here we go. Martin has 1 more draw step, but I don't think there's a card in this deck that gets him out of this.
Plague Engineer would be nice.
Oh, Plague
Engineer... the sacrifice of the Liliana is not even happening. So you have to kill the Hangerback Walker and then Plague Engineer.
Yeah.
And then you're in. But everything else is...
It's falling short. I mean, if he has Plague Engineer here, that would be great. Yeah, Plague Engineer is the only out. Plague Engineer minus Liliana. Get in there with Goyf. Anything else is not good enough. Maelstrom Pulse
is okay.
Is okay, but it doesn't mean he wins. Okay. Here we go. So is Blopperduff.
No,
Yeah,
there's
extends
the
the hand.
handshake. There's the
Johannes
handshake.
Fussi wins
And
2-1. Hardened Scales Affinity beats Chunt 2-1. Because everyone else is already setting up the stage. I will check if we have one more game for you.
so, Matthias is leaving the feature area. Actually, he's entering the feature area and leaving me alone with you. He's checking if there is the second match is over or not. And it's over. They're in the third game. So, we've seen Johannes Fussi enter the top 8. And we're back. We should be back soon in the booth. I'm actually not the Lord of the Cards.
We're just his minions. Who wins? Well, Johannes Fussi won with Hardened Scales.
Yeah.
He's pretty sure in our top 8.
Of course, of course.
He was playing on table 3.
We have
one
the
there.
first 2 tables drawing.
We have table 1, both players on 18 points drawing. They will be in our top 8. We have table 2, both players on 15 points drawing.
There's the
They believe
possibility-
they're in because of the tiebreakers, but we'll see that. Yeah, Swiss is actually over, which means we will be taking a break.
Of course.
The stream will go offline for a while because we have to move all our equipment from the Hausbegegnung to our local game store here, Spielraum Vienna. Yep, 7 rounds. We had exactly 128 players. This was the last round. We will be bringing you coverage from the whole top 8 as soon as we can. But for now, we have to turn off the stream.
Of course.
And
I've just got a question. Jumpy 2K6 asked if there were any Soul Herder decks.
2.
Yeah, 2.
We have 2.
I've not seen any of them, but we know that there are 2. And yeah, the metagame. When we hear the metagame was really diverse.
Yeah, with over 40 different decks, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
We don't know what the top 8 decks are yet. People are still playing for top 8, but we have to shut down the stream for now. We will be back with the top 8, so stay tuned. Hopefully not longer than half an hour, but we have to move all the equipment to our store. And yeah, then we're bringing you top 8 live coverage for that one precious spot to play in the Mythic Championship.
Yeah.
Christopher,
And
thanks for joining me.
You can, in this time, you can take a look at our YouTube channel. It's actually German, but you can see the Lord of the Cards and his minions
doing good work.
Doing good work. I hope you had fun. It was a pleasure for me to do coverage. I'm not sure if I'm into the top 8 yet or not. The Lord of the Cards has to decide, as he always does. Matthias.
Exactly, heil dem Herrn der Karten.
Heil dem Herrn der Karten. Matthias, thank you. And thank you for watching. And
yeah, don't go anywhere. Half an hour estimated, and we will be back with top 8. The stream is going offline, but we will be back. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Christopher, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, and thank you all for watching.
See you guys soon.